what if? Is it just a question, a preposition, a proposal? So you're expecting a submission. Now, what if could be a quick mention, an idea extension, or a needed suggestion to ease the tension. Now, what if in itself cannot guarantee results, but it is the first step in the right direction. So what if we give it just a little inspection? What comes next is the intention. Is it for encouragement, or was that what if really for protection? Is it an idea for the future, or are we going back to learn that lesson? What is what if, and how can I give it more attention? Now, what if can be so dejecting. With just one phrase, one doubt, it can crush our ambition. And the worst part of all, it's not always from the outside. I'm doing it to me, from the inside. Now, what if can be so dejecting? What if they don't like it? What if she never reads it? What if we don't make that midnight deadline? And what if I don't succeed in this either? And what if I can't find the time? And what if I'm not good enough? And what if I fail? And what if I'm not meant for this stuff? But what if should be a tool, not self-inflicted vengeance. I would like it to be a creative spark, a contagious catalyst, not some lifelong shackling sentence. Let us choose new paths and get a bit more inventive. What if could be so tremendous? Build a great wall? No, we build the great small. We start with a blueprint that can be evolved. We fit it to your usage, we bring in new views, and we make it more inclusive. Like, what if we took play seriously? Like vitamin B, C, D, and E, a daily dose for the whole family. Everyone knows, a play a day to keep the doctor away. And the older you grow, the more you need to tumble and run and play in the dirt and lay in the sun. Everyone knows. Everyone learned this when they were young. Now, what if this was actually advised by healthcare professionals? Paid leave for playdates. Ma'am, please take the next 3 days off and spend it with your playmates. What if there was a national consensus to outlaw signs that discourage playing? We see them every day, in fact. No ball games and no playing on the grass. What if Parliament made a law and it passed? And no ball games are now a thing of the past. The old-timers, though, they might remember those days if you asked. What if we followed nature's lead? What if we followed birds and trees? What if we followed earth and bees? What if we could just work around nature and what it needs and still live abundantly? I'm on a roll. Let me proceed. Let's go deep. Because what if is starting to become an incredibly infectious question indeed. Like, what if we had the skills and abilities to talk to decision makers? Upgrade. What if we were the decision makers? They say talk is cheap. Update. I'll sweeten the deal. Talk is free. So let's talk and see. Come and take a walk outside with me, shall we? Because what if can be an incredibly infectious question indeed. For example, what if this street had fruit trees? Apples, oranges, cherries, pears, plums, and berries, just sitting there, plump and merry. Free for all, there's always plenty. In our city, there's an orchard for each postcode. And what if that was the community's high street, their focal crossroad? What if the only thing exchanged in alleys, in little baggies that made people so happy are the seeds for next year's fruit trees? We will plant them in the schools and in the valleys. And what if the only healthy competition that we see is between neighbors competing to see whose seeds have the best flavor? Sounds pretty good to me. What if the M25 was a thick, dense forest? And its origins dated back to an old folk tale from a long time ago. They called it the Ring Road. Yeah, back in a time when humans drove I know. Cold metal floors, hours in traffic. They're outside, but they're not outdoors. Sitting in these steel crates run by juice from old dinosaurs. Crazy, isn't it so? What if I lived in a city where the birdsong was louder than these traffic and these cars? What if cities relocalized their food systems? No need for windows with bars, and our children go to the outdoor cinema to see the real stars. What if we had proper politics for our children's future? That means free colleges and not fee inclusive, not race exclusive. Our children will never hear race excuses. I could go on for days, but what if I'm only human? If we talk about the future, let's speak with conviction. Speak of your dreams with ambitions and be bold in your mission. Unapologetically hopeful is my minuato. And the potential is so vast. And now that I have what if, every question has become a new path. And time after time, whenever these doubts creep up, come back, when my ideas linger, when I'm doubting my craft and I can't get my motivation on track, and when it seems too ambitious and you feel that feedback might get too vicious, just stop and think back. The only question I will ever regret is what if? What if I had never asked?